So something that I learned recently, I think I learned like 2-3 years ago, the brand Miskeen is from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Were you inspired by them to create T-shirts?
I was super inspired. That's the only reason I created T-shirts. So, all right, me and JP, we go down South Street. That was like our spot. We just go down there every other. South Street was totally different than it is now. It was like the spot. If you had a couple dollars, everybody's down there. So we would go down there every other day, and I seen these T-shirts. I seen people wearing them, but I never really like walked up to nobody like, yo, let me see your T-shirt. But me being super artistic, I'm like, yo, them Jones fire. So we go down to a store called Dr. Denim that pretty much was selling all the Miskeen stuff. So I was looking at the rack. I remember looking at the rack so long through so many different T-shirts and designs that the boy that owned the store like, yo, you gonna buy something? Like it was like that long, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I was just zoned out. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grab 2 or 3 of these. And I'm thinking they probably $20, bro. Cause it's like, I never heard of it. It wasn't at the time, it wasn't Sean John. It wasn't what was, Fat Farm, whatever was going on in Philly, it wasn't that. So I'm like, it can't be $60, $70, whatever. I get to the counter and they say like $237. And I'm like, how much is these shirts? They like $75. I said, $75? I said, damn. I put them Jones back and I got like a photographic memory of those shirts, but I didn't know how it was applied. Cause I'm like, how do they do that? But it ain't getting through the back. I was just thinking of all kinds of things, right? So went back home, talked to JP. I said, JP, man, I gotta get some blank tees. I'm not buying none of them Miskeen shirts. I'll make my own shit. He like, bro, you make them joints. I'm gonna wear them shits. I'm running around. I'm gonna be meeting people and I'm gonna be telling everybody where I got my shirt from. He was just that friend, you know what I'm saying? So it really started from that, like me buying a pack of like, I think it was probably 20 T-shirts and just like fucking my mom's house up, like fucking the couches up, bro. It was like so much trial and error that I probably messed up those whole 20 T-shirts trying to make one T-shirt that was wearable. So once I figured out how you slide something through the shirt, you wrap it so it's tight and it's not, I just learned the whole trial and error of it, made it to the point where you're talking about Miskeen. I'm gonna say maybe 3-4 months later, after me selling my tees, JP wearing them to everybody want my joints. Everybody like, yo, I want the same thing JP had. I think I did him like a Lucky Clover because he had a Celtics hat with a champagne bottle on it that said West Philly. So I did probably 50 of those Johns for everybody in West Philly that he was running into, and then it just, no social media, just, word them out. Yo, Heem, you got them shirts? I seen the boy with your shit. I need one of them Johns. And then people was like, to the point, this is the era where everybody had a fitted hat on, different team, jerseys. So they wanted their shirt to match their hat, to match their sneaks. So it was like a 2-summer thing where I was just running through, like that was my situation. So to the point where one of my homies, God rest his soul, my man Fats, he was getting money, you know what I'm saying? So he from Southwest. So at this time I'm 17, 18, about to go to school. He was like, yo, we all going to Miami. You know what I'm saying? I got everybody. You just need to do everybody's shirts. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I need a couple dollars. So he like, take maybe $500-600. I had my own money saved or whatever at the time. So I'm like, perfect. So I just did all my homies' T-shirts for like, we was down there for maybe 3-4 days. Did all their T-shirts to match all their outfits. You know what I'm saying? So we down there 13 deep. Everybody got Saladeen on. You know what I'm saying? The Miskeen truck rides past because they was doing something for Source Award weekend at that time. This is when Miskeen is like, nigga, Puffy wearing, everybody wearing it. And I'm like, so that's what was really inspirational to me because I seen them doing it. I initially loved it, and then I seen the world taking heat to it. So I'm like, oh, I gotta do my shit, right? So one of the dudes in the Miskeen truck, like, yo, bro, because I'm on a scooter with a book bag selling these joints. I think I was talking to somebody, and this was my sales pitch. I would drive up to everybody on my scooter. Everybody had Miskeen on. And I would go up to people like, damn, that shirt crazy, bro, but that joint don't really match his sneaks like that. And it wouldn't. It was the people that I seen was like, damn, he just wanted that shirt. Yeah. He didn't have the shoes for, I'm just in my head like, that shit don't even match, but whatever. So I go up to him, yo, bro, that joint don't match. I got some shit that'll match. So everybody's like, yeah, let me see it, dog. I'm pulling out tees, putting them on cars. Yeah, this joint. So the boys right past like, yo, you from Miami? I'm like, no, I'm from Philly. They like, you from Philly? They from Philly. You know what I'm saying? They like, bro, I ain't never heard, like, what? So they give me their card. Yo, meet us at the loft. They had a loft where they had all the artists working on the joint. So make a long story short, that's how I got my job, by doing my stuff, taking it on the road, them seeing me and them being like, yo, you gotta get down with us.